Okay. Hi, Taurus. How are you today? I hope that you are having a beautiful day. My name is Dawn. Thank you so much for stopping in and letting me share your space with just a few minutes. I really do appreciate that. I'm happy that you're here. Okay, so what I'm going to do for your reading this week is pull one fractal image, high energy card. I'm going to read that to you and straight from the book, just so the message is really clear. And then we're going to pull some cards, and this is the card that we've pulled, card number 23. We've got the rich dark colors coming through, so that's suggesting something with our root chakra, something with the groundedness of it. Oh, okay, beautiful. With connection. Sorry, I don't know why this is so hard today. All right, Taurus, here we go. Intimacy. The rose is a universal symbol of human love. This card has appeared because this is an important energy for you right now. There are two energy spirals moving into the center of the rose, which represents two people energetically come together. If you are not in a relationship, this card shows a new relationship on the horizon. If you are in relationship, then this card is asking you to focus your energy there. Rekindle the romance and the passion. Embrace the energy of lover. Open to the intimacy and allow yourself to be vulnerable with your partner. Okay, Taurus, there you go. Now, we are all about love, right? We are ruled by Venus. I'm saying we because I am a Taurus sun sign, so I can connect with that as well. But we are all about the pleasures. We are all about feeling safe and secure. We are all about the comfort and the loyalty and the love. It's what we are, right? But sometimes the Taurus energy, we can get super focused on something. You can get super focused on something and perhaps lose sight of other things around you, but this is all about relationship and intimacy. So this week there is a good window. If you are singles, then this is a good window for you to be open to the energy of meeting someone new, taking a risk and opening up to something that's new. And then I'm just going to shuffle them one more time to get the energy of the previous reads cleared and make sure the messages are clear for you, Taurus. If you are in union, if you are in partnership with someone, then now is the time for you to focus in on that this week and take some time. Perhaps you've been working too hard. Perhaps you've come into what you feel like is sort of a familiar routine. Perhaps you've just been not going through the motions, but everyday life is just sort of going along, and you've lost a little bit of that deeper connection with your loved one. But we're going to look at these cards, and that will give us a more clear look as to what the focus is this week. And I'm just going to put a little stone in front of here, just to keep that card where it is supposed to be. So Taurus, let's take a look at the messages that are going to come through for you today. Frog spirit, clear out the clutter. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Lion spirit, be generous of spirit. Okay. Okay. Good. All right, I just wanted to look at the cards and read them a little more closely, intuitively, take a look at the storyline that's coming forward for you, Taurus. So the first card out is Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter, but the position that this card is in what's called a protection position. So that means that perhaps there are things either in the mental form or in the physical form, emotional form, that where it's cluttered up, where it's unclear, and you're being asked right now, especially within the context of your levels of intimacy and your relationships, or your readiness and being open to a relationship that vibrates at the right level for you, Taurus, is that we've got to just take a look and let some things go, clear out the mental clutter, old perceptions, that kind of thing. Because right up next we have straight up is Elephant Spirit, learn from the past. So in terms of if you are in an existing connection, an existing partnership, perhaps some things have built up, some things are coming forward from past relationships, that there's a little bit of that external influence, or within you, there's a little bit of influence from past experiences, from past events. And Spirit is saying, you know what, it's time for you to go deeper. It's time for you to either, if you're in union with someone, in a partnership with someone, it's time to let that past go and learn from your experiences together in your union so far, and to forgive and let those things go. They don't have room anymore in your experiences, Taurus, okay? And it's time for you to clear that clutter out, literally, to clear that emotional clutter out, to clear that energetic clutter out, to bring you to a new space of trust and intimacy and vulnerability within the relationship. It's time to give that some focus right now. Okay, so that's really clearly coming through. And then Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. So, you know, give of yourself wholeheartedly, you know, give of yourself with that open space, that open heart. If you are in partnership with someone, if you're not, if you're single, then the dynamic of this story is similar, but it's opening up the space for you to be ready and vibrate at that level that is going to bring someone in that wants to come in, or maybe has just come in, but it feels more like the space is being set for them to come, Taurus. So we need to clear out some of that mental energetic clutter, to learn from the past mistakes, and to sit in meditation perhaps to understand and make the distinction between those lessons of the past and the possibility of this new relationship and this new intimacy manifesting forward, moving forward in the weeks to come, which the energy is open for you to work towards this week. It's coming forward. You know, it's time for you to get that energetic clutter cleared so that you are lined up and vibrate in a higher space. You're always evolving. You're always growing. And we need to take the lessons from the past and leave the rest behind. You know, not everything has to come with us. We choose what's valuable and we discern what's right for us. And then we move on. And we leave those things in behind. You know, an echo experience may come forward where something seems to be repeating itself, but you know, if that happens, just remember that that isn't the same person before you, right now in front of you, that you experienced that experience with before. They're different. The experience may be the same in its face value, but you know, be generous of heart and just allow for that experience to be what it's going to be in that moment that you experience it, as opposed to connecting it to your previous knowledge and previous experiences and all of the meaning that you put to that before. Just use the lessons that you've learned. Turn that into some wisdom. You know, you're a wise soul, Taurus. You're generous of heart. You're loyal sometimes to a fault. And, you know, just stay focused. Be generous of spirit. You know, that just means the being open, being willing to give of yourself, being vulnerable, and connecting in that way. So let's pull a final card, and we'll take a look at how the energy is going to round out for you this week. I always love it when there's, you know, it's time to do some inner work, because it's not always easy, and sometimes it's a little bit scary, but you know, you push through those glass ceilings that we impose on ourselves, And the outcome is just, it's just always leads to a much better place. And sometimes unexpected places we didn't even know that we could get to. So Taurus, for you, in terms of intimacy, it's time for you to go to a new level. It's time for you to open up and trust, whether that is in union, in partnership with someone, and you need to lay things bare a little more and trust and be vulnerable and open up that way and focus and nurture. And we are great nurturers, Taurus people. Generally, it's time to do that and not be so focused on other things. And if you are on your own right now, not in union, then if you are looking towards manifesting that kind of relationship or manifesting someone into your life, then there's a little bit of internal work that you're going to be energetically in a space that is good for you to look at this week so that you can open that up and, create a great space for that to happen. Okay, so we're going to pull the one more card. Oh, beautiful. Selenite. Selenite is a beautiful stone. Absolutely beautiful. Clear the clutter. So there you go. You've heard it twice. Spirit's really got a clear message for you, Taurus, this week, that it is time to get rid of some stuff. It's time to let some things go. It's time to allow yourself to come to that new space in terms of taking risks with the emotion, with the emotional body, with your relationships. And to achieve that this week, there might be some things that come up for you, some triggers, and it's just to clear that out, to put them in perspective, learn from those past mistakes, and open up to the generosity of that love, that beautiful love that you have within you, and for the other. But also, if you're on your own, it's that love for yourself. It's that self-love, that self-awareness that's going to take you to that place. You clear some of those triggers up. It opens you up energetically, and your frequency raises higher, And if you clear that up, then everything flows more smoothly. You're a much more clear channel. You vibrate much more clearly, and you can pull things into your world that are much better aligned to who you are and what you need right now. So, and selenite's a beautiful stone. It's common. You can find it anywhere. So take a look around at metaphysical stores and just get a little piece of selenite. This is a selenite sphere. And it's beautiful because it's constantly cleaning. It's constantly clearing. This is the energy of that stone. But the beauty about it is a lot of stones need to be smudged or cleared. They need to be cleaned because they draw in the energies and they hold them, and they need to be smudged out and energetically cleared. Selenite is not one of those stones. It's constantly clearing. It doesn't require that. So it's a beautiful stone to have with you. And it helps to manifest as well. Okay, so let's pull one final message for the week, Taurus, and see where things line up. I'm going to shuffle these cards really well and see what message ends for the reading for Taurus this week. Whoop! Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're not going to read 17 of them, so just do another quick shuffle. And let's see what goes here. I am free to be who I really am. Personal freedom. The freedom to be who I really am. The freedom to do what I really want to do is the greatest gift that I can give to myself. Absolutely, give yourself permission to be exactly who you are. And in the context of relationships and intimacy, it's time for you to let go of attachments to the old, Taurus. It's time for you to let go of experiences that may have caused you wounding or trauma in the past. Learn the lesson, definitely. Gain the wisdom from that. But don't let that continue to be carried through into your life moving forward. This week you have a beautiful energy where you're being very much supported to, clear out that mental, energetic emotional stuff and to open up to a new energy, an energy of renewal and vulnerability within your existing relationship or relationships, and or within yourself, you know, opening up your space, raising up your frequency, getting rid of the energy of those past experiences when we hold them in ourselves. You know, it's literally clutter. It's literally clutter, and it's hard. It's harder to function. So it's time for you to be vulnerable. It's time for you to focus in on the love, whether that's love in manifesting a new relationship that has possibilities, whether that's love for self on your spiritual journey, or whether you're in an existing partnership. It is time for you to elevate. It is time for you to give yourself permission to be vulnerable and to take that risk, and to share that love that is there, that you've got, that you want so badly to express, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. So Taurus, these are your messages for July 13 to 19. This is the storyline that came through for you, and thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful week ahead. Until next time.